All right, IT, let's see it. I look old as hell, but that's all right.
Woe be unto thee, thou Asia.
What? Come on! Yeah! I tell y'all, man. Oh man, y'all fantastic. Y'all are fantastic. Let's open up Officer Shalom. Is Shalom officer or soldier? Officer Shalom, open up with John 5:39 for me.
The book of John, chapter 5 and verse 39. Search the scriptures, for in them ye think ye have eternal life, and they are they which testify of me.
Our job is to search the scriptures. All nations, what they do, they don't search the scriptures. They leave their scripture searching from Matthew to Revelation with their misunderstanding due to Christianity. If you start from Genesis, you'll find out that salvation, rulership of the earth is only for the Israelites through Christ. Everybody understand that, right? Give me Acts 17:11.
Acts chapter 17 and verse 11. These were more noble than those in Thessalonica, in that they received the word with all readiness of mind,
And what did they do?
and searched the scriptures daily, whether those things were so.
So when Paul presented them the truth of Christ, they searched the scriptures daily to see if what Paul was teaching was accurate according to the scriptures. That's what we got to do. Give me Proverbs 25:2.
Proverbs chapter 25 and verse 2. It is the glory of God to conceal a thing, but the honor of kings is to search out a matter.
So when God conceals something, it's in parable form, metaphors, allegories. It's our job to figure out what does the Lord mean by A, B, and C. Give me Deuteronomy 29:29 now.
Deuteronomy chapter 29 and verse 29. Come on! The secret things belong unto the Lord our God. But those things which are revealed belong unto us and to our children forever, that we may do all the words of this law.
So what God has kept secret and then revealed to us is for our children and our children's children forever. So what we bring out in the scriptures is meant for our sons, our daughters. Teach them. Don't let it fall. Don't let this truth fall by the wayside and your sons and daughters worshiping Caesar Borgia all over again. That'd be a detriment to you and your family. Now, I'm going to give you an example of what I'm talking about. Jeremiah 48, all I want is verse 1.
Jeremiah chapter 48 and verse 1. Against Moab, thus saith the Lord of hosts, the God of Israel, woe unto Nebo, for it is spoiled. Kithraim is confounded and taken. Misgab is confounded and dismayed.
Now, unless you search the scriptures and pray to the Lord, you'll read that and go, well, I don't know who Moab is, So I'll just read the next Let's read the next chapter, please. 49:1.
Jeremiah chapter 49 and verse 1. Concerning the Ammonites, thus saith the Lord, hath Israel no sons? Hath he no heir? Why then doth their king inherit Gad, and his people dwell in his cities?
I don't know who the Ammonites are, and I don't know who Gad is. I'm just confused, so I'll stick from Matthew to Revelation. That's what churches do. So they'll be all confused and discombobulated with the names of these nations, not being able to identify who they are today. Christians don't know. Muslims don't know. Give me 2nd Esdras 15. And all I want is verse 46.
2nd Esdras chapter 15 and verse 46. And thou, Asia, that art partaker of the hope of Babylon, and of the glory of her person.
Now let's see who Asia is. Let's examine Asia. IT, give me the primary countries and territories of East Asia, because that's what it's talking about. Zoom in and let's read this. Shalom, I hope you got some water over there.
Yes, sir.
All right, good. IT, come on, read.
The primary countries and territories of East Asia are China, People's Republic of China, the largest country in the region by both landmass and population, acting as a global economic and manufacturing powerhouse.
Go ahead.
Japan, an island nation known for its technological innovation, rich history, and the world's third largest economy. South Korea, Republic of Korea, a highly developed, high-income country, globally recognized for electronics, manufacturing, and its cultural impact. K-pop cinema.
Next.
North Korea, Democratic People's Republic of Korea, located on the northern half of the Korean peninsula, characterized by its distinct, isolated political system. Mongolia, a vast, landlocked country in the continental interior, known for its geography and nomadic heritage. Taiwan, Republic of China, an island nation that is a global leader in high-tech manufacturing and semiconductor production.
All right, that's all I want from that. So, IT, give me the next video. I want the first video. Yes, this angry. Y'all seen this guy all on the social media.
Boycott Asian businesses. Please do. We'll get rid of the Chinese takeout, the dry cleaners, the laundromats. Let's get rid of the liquor stores as well. Get rid of the Jordans you guys wear, the Nikes you wear, the shower caps, the Hondas, the Hyundais, all your car electricians, the electronics in your house, the Sony, the TV system, your sound system, the microphones that you guys use to rap and speak about awareness for the black culture and the hip hop culture. Where do you think that's made? That's made all in Asia. And here's another thing for you guys. You guys want us to leave the neighborhood so bad? Oh, Asian people are not in neighborhoods? We're in white neighborhoods. We have our own Chinatown. We have our own Koreatown. You think we really need you guys to benefit off and make money? A lot of us do go to college as well. You're being outworked by immigrants who barely speak English. And you're not embarrassed? Go to the bank, start your own businesses, and deal with your own people. I want to see your own women get on their hands and knees and do pedicures and manicures and deal with nasty-ass attitudes, okay? Please, boycott Asian business. I'm all for it.
Well, now the boycott is on. Now I'm all for the boycott. Y'all for the boycott? Yes, sir. I don't know about this side of the room over here, because they ain't saying nothing.
Yes, sir.
Oh, they for it. The black woman is for it. Wow. Wow. Okay. Well, all right then. Because we got to do this thing together. Don't get that fake hair no more. Those fake nails no more. All that crap. Because it's them. It's them. It ain't us. It's them. Shoot. Got quiet on that side of the room. Sisters online, stop buying that fake hair from them. They don't like you. They don't like you, sisters. They hate you. Now, the next one was the angry Chinese lady. Hey, IT started 2-minute mark. 2-minute mark. We're going to go to 4 minutes, 4 seconds. 2 minutes, going to 4 minutes and 4 seconds. This is the angry Chinese lady. They stick together in their hatred and anger for us.
unpopular opinion, and I'm going to call you out since you don't seem to understand. Every single one of you over there boycotting Asian business and spreading more Asian hate, you black people with your black fatigue, okay? And what your people call yeah, not my words. Those are your people words. You people that is living in that black culture mentality, the poor victim mentality, thinking that people still owe you reparation. Yeah, I'm the one talking to you. Every single one of you failing in life. And then you want to blame everybody else. You see this whole Cyrus case and Mr. Chow? None of this would have happened if you raised your kids right. That little boy witnessed some of his business trying to steal water, okay? Now, I might not agree with Mr. Chow chasing the boy and shooting him in Timbuktu, okay, wherever the he was. But here's the crazy part. If you had disciplined your boy right, he wouldn't be in someone's store trying to steal a 50-cent bottle of water in the first place, okay? Not only that, you go and attack the attorney defending his clients, and then here's the truth of the matter. Your people, there are 7 black jurors who found your kid responsible, making Mr. Chow, okay, not guilty because they understand your culture, your mentality. You failed your kid. Your society failed your kid. Your mentality failed your kid. That attitude failed your kid. Now, if you can't reflect on that, and if you can't understand and take accountability for your failure, this will continue. More black kids are going to die. Your community is still going to struggle, and your people will continue to be in poverty. No one's going to give you a handout. Stop asking for a handout. Stop thinking you're going to make bank off your kid's death, okay? What you need to do is self-reflect on your people, your culture, your community, and stop blaming everybody else. Let me tell you, boycotting the Asian community, they're probably thanking God that your black ass don't go into their store anymore to cause a muck.
That's all I wanted. Now, the boy didn't steal water. Am I wrong? He didn't steal no water. When he went in the store, he left. They said, leave your bag at the front. He put his bag down, went to the water section, took it out, and put it back. He was walking out to leave. They said, check your pockets. He said, I got nothing in my pocket. He leaves the store. Am I wrong? If I'm wrong with the fact, just let me know. Now, regarding the 7 black jurors, give me that 1 Maccabees 11:21. You got Negroes out there, Christians who hate their own people. Because she made a point to say 7 black jurors found Mr. Chow not guilty. I wonder why. Read that.
1 Maccabees chapter 11 and verse 21. Then certain ungodly persons who hated their own people went unto the king and told him that Jonathan besieged the tower.
You always had a certain remnant of our people who love other races better than their own. Always. So it was true back then during the time of the Maccabees. It's true today. Everybody understand that, right? Now, an Asian man, huh?
Now, I don't want to jump. I don't know if you have this up, but she make a statement. She said, we always want a handout. Listen, everybody know the Asian community have a handout. In other words, when the government was giving them loan to open business in the black community, the government was denying black people loan.
Right, correct.
That's the history. You can go to Google and Google it. Everybody know that. I don't know what she's talking about.
Hey, during the World War II, when they was putting all Asians in what were the kind of camps were they? Interim camps. All Asians. They paid them reparations when they let them out. Reparations they got. So it's funny. Very, very amusing that they got this type of mentality. But anyway, there's an Asian man that exposes that hateful Chinese lady. Can we show the next video, IT? IT? That's not the video. That's not. Is that? No, that is it. Go ahead, play it.
You fucking black fucking people.
Hey, Momo, for real? Why'd you delete your Instagram and your TikTok after I made this video about you? Because you fooled us all by saying that your name was
Monica. Mo for short on the internet.
But it's not really Monica, is it? Because if you remember from a couple of years ago, you and your husband in 2024 filed for bankruptcy.
Her husband's Esau.
From this very public document, we can see your names. And since I'm going to assume that your name isn't Ryan Amodeo, your name would be Owen Singuan. And Owen, not only do I find it hilarious that multiple people have confirmed that your hick-ass accent is fake as fuck, but I know somebody who didn't get in trouble for stealing money from tenants in an apartment building and got in trouble for grand theft isn't out here insinuating that black people are criminals when you're the one out here victimizing other people. Well, I guess if I had that type of hypocritical skeletons in my closet, I guess I would also have me and my spouse delete all of our social media presence and go into hiding as well. Not to mention, if you and your husband moved to Texas like this person claims, and then you and your husband voted in California like you claimed in this video, then the only ones who committed voter fraud would be you two.
Wow. So I'm glad that came out. I'm glad that came out. You know what they love to say? Black people got a victim mentality. When a rapist rapes somebody, is that somebody that they rape? Are they a victim? Right? Did we get raped during slavery? We are victims. Were we hung, slung, and drugged through the crevices of America? We are victims. Yes, we are victims. And we're not going to forget that. We're not going to forget it. So you can try to use your talking points. We could get them to be quiet if we say they got a victim mentality. And they'll go, ooh, let me shut up and not complaining. I mean, not saying, nope, that don't work on me. Because if you rape me, I'm going to keep saying you're a rapist. You steal from me, I'm going to keep saying you're a thief. You rob me or kill me, I'm going to keep saying you're a murderer, a thief, and a liar. I'm going to keep saying it. You could call me a victim mentality all you want. I know what the truth is.
That's right.
Give me the next video, please. Will the boycott work? Let's see.
You know, as sad as it is, what I'm about to say, man, I know I'm right, man. Everybody talking about boycotting the Asians and the Chinese, their spas, their nail salons. I seen the video myself. I did. It was wrong for that lady to already pay for her stuff. And then another lady comes in and they take her before that lady. They got the lady money and it's wrong. I feel it. That's some dirty stuff to do, man. That's not how you run a business. But to sit here and say that y'all gonna boycott, man, I don't believe that shit for nothing. Where the hell y'all gonna get y'all weed at? Walmart? It's still me.
I'm sorry. I just thought that was so damn funny. Go back a few seconds. Go ahead.
But to sit here and say that y'all gonna boycott, man, I don't believe that shit for nothing. Where the hell y'all gonna get y'all weed at? Walmart? It's still made by the Chinese. Y'all gonna get it from Amazon? It's still made by the Chinese. Y'all gonna order it online? It's still made by the Chinese. Y'all gonna go get your nails from somewhere like Walmart? You gonna buy the little pack for $10 and do it yourself? Guess what? It's still made by the Chinese, guys. And you know damn well women are not going to stop getting their hair done, man. They not going to stop getting their hair done. They go to those Koreans and them Asians because they know that the price is right and they do a damn good job. And I'm not siding with them. But what I am siding with is facts, man. Last year, people talked about boycotting Target because of I forget what it was. They took the black products off the market and blah, 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 blah. And then they talked about boycotting Walmart earlier this year, man. The moment that the boycott went down, I went to Walmart. It wasn't nothing but black people up in Walmart, man. So I do not believe all this boycott and bull crap that's going around the internet, man. Y'all need to stop it. Y'all know that y'all not going to boycott anything. The moment that y'all get some money and get a paycheck, y'all going straight to them damn people and get your hair, feet, and nails done. So stop the cap talking about boycotting. Y'all ain't boycotting shit, man.
But you know what that proves? What that proves? Black women hate the way they look. They really despise the way they look. I'm sorry, sis, I'm telling you the truth. And they grow their daughters up to hate the way they look. That's why they run out for fake hair, fake nails, all that damn makeup, those stupid eyelashes that China makes. They despise the way they look. Now a lot of them look like cartoon characters. You don't gotta be scared to say it, Cap. I'm gonna say it for you. Y'all just protect me when I go around that side of the room. Just protect me. Because you know they violent over there. I don't like that black nigga right there. But we tell sisters, love your hair, love your complexion. And I don't know about that. Because you know why? I'm gonna tell you why they don't like themselves. Because of y'all. A lot of brothers, I'm not saying all y'all are here, but some of y'all say, I only like a woman with long hair. I only like a certain complexion type of woman. I'm telling you, some brothers, I've heard it with brothers, captains, some deacons, I've heard officers, I like a certain type of hair texture. I've heard the BS. I said, y'all the reason these women are like that. Because you hate the way you look. That's why they got that spirit on them. Now I'm going to give an example. Give me the next, what's that? All right, put it on the screen.
Hair and beauty supply stores. The most documented intersection of black spending at Asian-owned businesses is in the ethnic beauty supply sector. Overall beauty spending. Black consumers spend $9.4 billion on beauty products annually, accounting for 11.1 to 12.5% of the total U.S. beauty market. The hair care product, black hair care specifically, is a $2.51 billion industry. Damn. Black women spend roughly 9 times more on ethnic hair products than non-black consumers.
Woo! I'm going to give y'all an example. IT, give me the video with the black woman. And she's a pretty black woman. But I want y'all to just watch her. Go ahead. Play the video.
Asians are making black baby dolls and torturing them as a joke, but still have stores in our communities. Time to boycott. Ungrateful asses.
Wait, she's talking about time to look at her hair. Just play the video. Just watch her. Watch the hair. Look at the edges. Look at the way she touched the hair. Look at I'm telling. Bro, come on, y'all, stop. You think she's gonna boycott? Do you think this pretty sister right here is gonna boycott? Hell, look at the nails. Fake nails too. If she just learned to love her own hair and her own nails, she'll be. To me, that's a lovely, beautiful sister right there. But in her mind, and in some of your mind, if she ain't got that fake hair on, she's busted. I know some of y'all right now going, ooh, she might look like Deacon Malachi. I'm joking, Deacon, I'm joking. Anyway, now she talked about the stress doll, right? What is the black stress doll, IT? Give me the next video. Play volume.
Videos featuring a stress relief toy nicknamed Natasha are going viral online and sparking major controversy. The doll resembles a small black baby, and in many clips, users squeeze it, stomp on it, throw it, and even run it over for content. The videos are usually framed as jokes or stress relief, and the trend has spread quickly across social media. What caught people's attention is that these toys come in multiple colors, yet the trend seems heavily focused on this specific version of the doll. That immediately made some viewers uncomfortable. As the clip spread online, reactions became divided. Some people dismissed it as harmless internet humor involving a squishy toy. Others argued the videos felt disturbing, especially because the doll appears to represent a black child while being used in violent or humiliating ways. The debate quickly moved beyond the toy itself and turned into a larger conversation about race, online behavior, and how far people push trends for views and engagement. And now the internet is split. Some people say critics are overreacting to a toy, while others believe there's a reason this specific doll became the center of the trend in the first place. So what do you think? Harmless stress relief content, or does this trend cross a line?
So that's up to all of y'all to make your decision. Give me the next video with the Chinese man who surrenders. He burnt the cross. Listen to the lies this dude tells.
He deserves to stand trial to the American people. Some paraphrase, I guess, but
I think you use the word end.
That's what I mean by end. I mean by end, I don't mean like a civil war. If that is the imagery that you're trying to imagine.
Lou says he built this cross after carrying wooden slats from his near West Side apartment to Grant Park last Tuesday afternoon. He showed the red ball cap that he put on the top beam and used lighter fluid and toilet paper to get it all going.
I put a red hat to signify the MAGA hat, the Make America Great Again hat. So that was... Yeah, that's what I tied on top.
So that's not visible in the one video that was taken by a motorist. Lou says he was protesting what he calls MAGA Christian nationalist supporters and the Trump administration ruling class.
You're just scamming people. We're just scamming out of money, right? And I think that's a great reflection of how this country works right now, where money controls everything.
Chicago police and the FBI have been trying to identify him ever since, putting out this flyer with pictures of him running away, CPD labeling it an arson. Are you surprised nobody's identified you to this point? And
a little bit.
Called them?
A little bit. But to me, that's not that important. Right. I don't really... Like, to me, this issue is bigger than just myself.
Did you make it all the way through almost 4 years at UIC without somebody teaching you that a burning cross is one of the most divisive symbols in America?
No, I didn't. I don't really have any, like, I never grew up with religion, never really surrounded myself with people with it. My childhood friends, I remember them going to, like, confirmation and stuff like that, but no.
It's the symbol of the Ku Klux Klan. I mean, that really is where it started. Nobody ever taught you that. You never read it in a history book. Nobody.
I just saw the Wikipedia page with the movie with the, like, I think it's called like Under One Nation or something like that.
Oh God.
The Birth of a Nation is a famous 1915 silent film that romanticized the KKK and showed a cross burning. Was it a hate crime?
No. For sure not. In no way possible was that a hate crime. I do understand why it was interpreted that way, and I apologize for that, but no, the intent was not there.
The FBI and Chicago police will determine that and what charges may be filed against the man who admits the cross burning. Authorities have not reported anything new in this case. Lou says his parents are encouraging him to surrender and that they offered to provide an attorney, but he said no.
So what guy gets an interview first before the police lock him up? You can't make this stuff up. But anyway, y'all make your decisions on where you stand on this thing. So who are these Asian, Chinese, and Japanese people really? Officer Shalomia, let's open up with Genesis 19. Genesis 19. Now, y'all can read the whole chapter on your own, but I want to start at verse 29 only. Sodom and Gomorrah has just been destroyed. Lot goes into a cave with his two daughters. Remember, his lot was turned to a pillar of salt because she looked back because she had LGBT friends and a lot of substance. God killed her. So now it's just Lot and his two daughters in the cave. They think everybody on the planet is dead. His daughters think that. So let's start at verse 29.
Genesis chapter 19 and verse 29. And it came to pass when God destroyed the cities of the plain, that God remembered Abraham and sent Lot out of the midst of the overthrow. When he overthrew the cities in which Lot dwelt. And Lot went up out of Zoar and dwelt in the mountain, and his two daughters with him. For he feared to dwell in Zoar, and he dwelt in a cave, he and his two daughters. And the firstborn said unto the younger, Our father is old, and there is not a man in the earth to come in unto us after the manner of all the earth.
See, they think everybody's dead. Go ahead.
Come, let us make our father drink wine, and we will lie with him, that we may preserve seed of our father. And they made their father drink wine that night. And the firstborn went in and lay with her father. And he perceived not when she lay down, nor when she arose. And it came to pass on the morrow, that the firstborn said unto the younger, Behold, I lay yesternight with my father. Let us make him drink wine this night also, and go thou in and lie with him, that we may preserve seed of our father. And they made their father drink wine that night also. And the younger arose and lay with him, and he perceived not when she lay down, nor when she arose. Thus were both the daughters of Lot with child by their father. and the firstborn bare a son, and called his name Moab. The same is the father of the Moabites unto this day. And the younger, she also bare a son, and called his name Ben-Ami. The same is the father of the children of Ammon unto this day.
Now, needless for me to say, if you have sex and children with your father, oftentimes, I'm not saying 100%, but oftentimes, there's a genetic, I don't know if I can use the word mutation, that comes from that union. I believe it's called mongoloidism. Can we type that up? Mongoloidism? Mongoloidism is a trait. I don't want to use the word retard. It's kind of harsh, so forgive me. I'm not trying to be rude. Can we see? I want to see pictures. That's all I want to see, pictures. Can we put on the screen? What's the secrecy? Move. Yes, they called them mongoloid. Look at the traits, the eye traits. That's a trait of incest many, many times. Okay? Now, that's all I want. Y'all can look, y'all can Google it, you can fact check, research all you want. Thank you, IT. IT, give me the next book. The next book. Yep, right there, put on the screen.
The Japanese. Who are they? By Thomas W. Plant.
Now, when in the 90s, when I came into the truth, our elders already taught us Moab was Chinese, Ammon was the Japanese. It wasn't until recently we found books like this. Open it up now. Let's go inside. Highlight section.
Namely,
just read the whole paragraph.
The late Landseer Mackenzie was one of those friends, and after a careful study of the whole of the arguments contained in the pamphlet, he stated that he considered the author and had definitely established his case. Namely, that the Japanese are the children of Ammon.
Give me the next page. Read that highlighted section.
Isaac, the son of Abraham, who was the uncle of Lot. By this tree, worked out on page 18, you will see at once that Japan and China versus Ben-Ami and Moab of old are of Shemitic origin.
Give me the next page at the bottom. This proving
of Japan to be the children of Ammon carries with it the claim that the Chinese are the children of Moab.
Can I get a bomb? So we didn't get that first. This came way later. We recently found these things. Everybody understand that? Give me the next book. Let's read that.
The Dragon, Image, and Demon, the three religions of China, Confucianism, Buddhism, and Taoism.
Now, before, keep that right there. Shalomio, get Jeremiah 48:29. Everybody get Jeremiah 48:29.
Jeremiah, chapter 48 and verse 29. We have heard the pride of Moab. He is exceeding proud, his loftiness and his arrogancy and his pride and the haughtiness of his heart.
So now, let's go inside this book, page 363, and watch what it says. Right, the underlined section right there.
As of Moab, it may be said, we have heard the pride of China. He is exceeding proud, his loftiness and his arrogancy and his pride and the haughtiness of his heart.
You see how they translated China? Moab was translated to China. Ask China. Give me the next page genetically. Read that.
Genetically, Koreans are slightly closer to Japanese than to Chinese population.
So write this down. Koreans are Ammon. Ammon. Koreans, South Koreans, North Koreans are Ammonites. Give me the next one.
Genetically, Vietnamese people are significantly closer to Chinese people.
Vietnamese are Moab. So it ain't just China, it's the Vietnamese as well, are Moab. Give me the next one.
Mongolia is genetically closer to China than to Japan.
Mongolia is Moab. Give me Isaiah 15 and 1 and 2. Isaiah chapter 15, verse 1 and 2.
Isaiah chapter 15 and verse 1. The burden of Moab.
The burden of Moab. Go ahead.
Because in the night, Ar of Moab is laid waste and brought to silence. Because in the night, Kir of Moab is laid waste.
Kir of Moab was one of the cities in Moab. Now, this took place under Nebuchadnezzar. Okay, when Nebuchadnezzar, Babylon came in, they were smiting Moab. Okay, but I'm going to tell you right now. Give me that in Revelation. We always go there. Revelation, what is it? 11 and 8. Is it 11 and 8? Wait. Let me look. Yeah, that one. Get that? Read that.
Revelation chapter 11 and verse 8. And their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city.
So the dead bodies refers to the spiritually dead bodies of the Israelites.
Which spiritually...
Wait. The great city is Babylon the Great. That's what I wanted. Their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city. Hold out to prove the great city. Go to Revelation 14, I think, and 8. The great city.
Revelation chapter 14 and verse 8. And there followed another angel saying, Babylon is fallen, that great city, because she made all nations drink of the wine of the wrath of her fornication.
So the reason I went there to let you know that this place is a spiritual Babylon. It's not the actual Babylon under Nebuchadnezzar, but this place God calls Babylon the Great. So when we go back to Isaiah 15, when Babylon under Nebuchadnezzar smote Moab, I want you to know that there's dual significance behind it. Read that again, verse 1.
Isaiah chapter 15 and verse 1. The burden of Moab, because in the night, Ar of Moab
is one of the cities in Moab. Go ahead.
Is laid waste and brought to silence. Because in the night, Kir of Moab.
Kir is another city.
Is laid waste and brought to silence.
Go ahead.
He is gone up to Bajith and to Dibon, the high places, to weep. Moab shall howl over Nebo and over Medeba. On all their heads shall be baldness, and every beard cut off.
Moab has a thing that when they're in great sorrow or mourning, they shave all their hair off. Give me that with their religion. In their religions, they shave off their body hair. That is one of their customs. Give me the one about in Chinese religions.
In Chinese religious traditions, head shaving is not a requirement for lay followers, but it is an absolute obligation for ordained monastics, monks, and nuns in the Buddhist tradition. The shaving of the head, known as tonsure, carries significant meaning in the Chinese religious life. Buddhism, who must shave, fully ordained monks, bhikshunis, and nuns, bhikshunis, often referred to as chusheng, those who leave the household life.
Give me Isaiah 16 and 1.
Isaiah chapter 16 and verse 1. Send ye the lamb to the ruler of the land from Selah.
You see where it says Selah? That's Petra. That's Edom. That's Edom. Petra, they call Edom Petra today. Go ahead.
To the wilderness, unto the mount of the daughter of Zion. For it shall be that as a wandering bird cast out of the nest, so the daughters of Moab shall be at the fords of Arnon.
That's right.
Take counsel, execute judgment, make thy shadow as the night in the midst of the noonday. Hide the outcasts, bewray not him that wandereth.
The outcast is us. Notice what it says, hide the outcast, bewray not him that wandereth, referring to the Israelites. That's why in verse 1 it says, unto the mount of the daughter of Zion. So God, during the time of Nebuchadnezzar, many Israelites fled and hid amongst Moab. Now verse 4.
Verse 4. Let mine outcast dwell with thee, Moab. Be thou convert to them.
Covert.
be thou covert to them from the face of the spoiler.
The spoiler was Nebuchadnezzar at that time. Go ahead.
For the extortioner is at an end. The spoiler ceaseth. The oppressors are consumed out of the land.
Get Jeremiah as a precept, chapter 40, verse 11. Jeremiah 40, verse 11. Now, what we read, like I said, there's a dual meaning behind these scriptures. Jeremiah 40, verse 11, to show you what I was talking about. Go ahead.
Jeremiah chapter 40 and verse 11.
Let's go.
Likewise, when all the Jews that were in Moab.
Where were they?
In Moab.
Go ahead.
And among the Ammonites and in Edom and that were in all the countries heard that the king of Babylon had left a remnant of Judah and that he had set over them Gedaliah, the son of Ahikam, the son of Shaphan.
Right. So go back now. Isaiah 16 and verse 5.
Isaiah chapter 16 and verse 5. And in mercy shall the throne be established.
So the throne that's going to be established is the throne of Christ. That's what it's talking about. Go ahead.
And he shall sit upon it in truth in the tabernacle of David, judging and seeking judgment and hasting righteousness.
The precept to go with that, Isaiah 9 and 7. Isaiah 9 and 7.
Isaiah chapter 9 and verse 7.
You can start at 6,
verse
but
6.
7 is the point.
For unto us a child is born, unto us a son is given, and the government shall be upon his shoulder.
The government shall be upon the shoulders of Christ. Go ahead.
And his name shall be called Wonderful.
Christ's name shall be called Wonderful.
Counselor.
The
Mighty God.
The Mighty God.
The Everlasting Father.
The Everlasting Father.
The Prince of Peace.
A lot of people don't understand why they call him the Everlasting Father. Because the one you think is the Heavenly Father in the Old Testament was actually Christ. That's why there's a lot of confusion in the Israelite community. Go ahead, here's the point, verse 7.
Of the increase of his government and peace, there shall be no end.
Now y'all see that part right there? Of the increase of his government. Now we just read by that. You can't just read by that. Watch this. Matthew 13, 41. Why does it say of the increase of his government?
Matthew chapter 13 and verse 41.
Wait, that might not be it. 31, I'm sorry. 31.
Yes, sir. Verse 31. Another parable put he forth unto them, saying, the kingdom of heaven is like to a grain of a mustard seed.
Yes, that's it. Put on the screen. Read.
Which a man took and sowed in his field, which indeed is the least of all seeds.
Y'all see how small the mustard seed is? A mustard seed is one of the smallest of all seeds. That's how the kingdom of heaven is on earth. Go ahead.
But when it is grown,
it is grown is the increase. But when it increases,
it is the greatest among herbs, and becometh a tree, so that the birds of the air come and lodge in the branches thereof.
All nations going to submit and follow what it says. Go back to Isaiah 9 and 7 now.
Isaiah chapter 9 and verse 7. Of the increase of his government and peace there shall be no end.
So we're at that mustard seed stage now. A lot of you go, that Israelite thing ain't nothing. Oh no, it is something. This is the beginning of God's government. This is why we establish law and order, rank, order. This is why we teach brothers and sisters the laws and commandments and statutes of the Holy Bible. Some of you don't like law because you like adultery better. Shame on you. You don't like order, you like disorder. That's genetic encoding from slavery. That's on you. You can't get over it. All we can do is help you the best we can according to the scriptures. Some of y'all need white man therapy. We can't help all of you. But those of you that submit to the word of God, we can help you. And guess what? This is only going to increase. Like when we go back, when you check the history out from the time of Nat Turner, you thought it ended there? Oh, no, it didn't end with Nat Turner. If you look at the history of the Israelite schools, we go through all the history. Us here at IUIC, we're a part of that great history. We are part of that mustard seed that when it is grown, when it increases, it is the greatest of all. I don't know about you, but I want to be a part of this thing right here. I You're not tricking me to worship white Jesus to go back to that. Nope, you got the wrong one. Read that again, verse 7.
Verse 7. Of the increase of his government and peace there shall be no end upon the throne of David and upon his kingdom, to order it and to establish it with judgment and with justice from henceforth even forever.
Do y'all see that? To establish it with judgment and with justice. You see that? Wait, I skipped something. To order it and to establish it with judgment and justice. That's law and order. That's law and order. Why do black people go, I just don't like law and order. I just can't have it. Because you like chaos. Why do some black men, some black women, they love a chaotic marriage, a chaotic life? Some of that's from, yes, toxic is the word. It's from way back. It's in your DNA coding. It's in all of us. But guess what? The Bible can break that. Only if you let it. If you let it break that spirit, it'll break. But if you relish in that lifestyle, that's why you're always fighting. You're married today, divorced tomorrow. That's you. You hate your kids because the kid looks like the daddy that left you. All that comes from genetic encoding from slavery time, way back when. Only God can cleanse that from you. Get mad if you want to go back to Isaiah 16.
Isaiah chapter 16 and verse 6. We have heard the pride of Moab. He is very proud.
If you didn't know the Chinese man was proud, you learned it the last few weeks with Mr. Chow, with the Asian angry black lady. Put it on the screen. You learned that's called pride. You see the young boy leave. He left his bag at the door. He goes to check for water. He puts the water back. He leaves the store. They follow behind him and chase him for 130 yards and shoot the boy in the back. Right. Go ahead, put it on the screen. Yeah, this is it here. Longer than the football field. That's the boy running now. Well, why he running? Because he's scared. He's a boy. You got two grown men chasing behind him. The hell wrong with y'all? So, did you finish that, Shlomi? I'm sorry.
Even of his haughtiness.
Read the whole verse again. I'm sorry.
We have heard the pride of Moab. He is very proud. Even of his haughtiness and his pride and his wrath.
And his pride and his wrath.
But his lies shall not be so.
But his lies shall not be so. Meaning we're going to shut it all down. Give me Jeremiah 48 and 1, please. Now, I'm going to be jumping through some scriptures today. Now, the scriptures I'll give y'all can read the whole context when you get home. Jeremiah 48 and 1.
Jeremiah chapter 48 and verse 1. Against Moab, thus saith the Lord of hosts, the God of Israel. Woe unto Nebo.
So remember, Moab is China. Who else did we find out was Moab? Who else, brothers, y'all remember? The Vietnamese is Moab as well. And this more, I didn't check everybody over there, but there's a lot of them. Read it again, I'm sorry.
Against Moab, thus saith the Lord of hosts, the God of Israel. Woe unto Nebo.
Nebo was a city there. Go ahead.
For it is spoiled.
Come on.
Kiriathaim is confounded.
That was another great city.
Is confounded and taken.
By Nebuchadnezzar.
Misgab is confounded and dismayed.
That's right. Hey. Moab. Wait. Give me. No, I don't want that yet. Just keep reading. I'm gonna show y'all something in a minute. Go ahead.
There shall be no more praise of Moab.
Ooh, there shall be no. You know how black people praise Moab, especially Bruce Lee. You remember back in the day, everybody was kung fu fighting. Ah! Like them cats was fast. Y'all know, nobody know that song? He ain't lying. They're too young. Daggone. Anyway, we love those Chinese movies. Brothers, y'all know what I'm talking about? We love that stuff. We will praise Moab, but Moab don't have that same love for us. They don't have that same love for us. Read.
There shall be no more praise of Moab.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead, put that on the screen. Go ahead, say it. With your sick self. Go ahead and say it. Say it.
Yeah, this was in Atlanta. Actually, it was actually in Georgia. They were praising the hell out of Moab, walking with them We gotta join ourselves, things of that nature. So yeah, our people, they sick, man. They love this guy.
Where we at?
Jeremiah chapter 48 and verse 2.
Go ahead.
There shall be no more praise of Moab.
The prophecy says there shall be no more praise of Moab. Go ahead. Because even today, people say the next world superpower is going to be who, brothers? China. Go ahead.
In Heshbon, they have devised evil against it.
Mm-hmm.
Come and let us cut it off from being a nation.
Yep.
Also thou shalt be cut down, O madmen.
See what God calls Moab? Madmen. Now, when you read the history about Moab, and I'm going to go into it in this lesson, they hated our people and despised us and would kill us at random. I'm going to show you that. Go ahead.
The sword shall pursue thee. A voice of crying shall be from Horonaim, spoiling and great destruction. Moab is destroyed.
Oh, that's it right there. Put it on the screen. Carl Douglas. If y'all don't know that song, y'all could go put on Shazam or whatever. Carl Douglas, Kung Fu Fighting. Man, that song bad as hell. Every time my mama or daddy played that song, all the kids would go up and blah, we start fighting and busting each other upside the head. I'm sorry. I'll digress. Where am I at? Shalomiel.
Verse 4.
Go ahead.
Moab is destroyed.
Moab is destroyed.
Her little ones have caused a cry to be heard.
Now, Nebuchadnezzar destroyed Moab at that time. Isaiah was prophesying what was going to happen. Jeremiah was prophesying what was going to happen. Now, like I said, there's some duality to this stuff because Moab today, China, is a world superpower. They will be destroyed once again. And we might read that today, but go ahead, read on.
Verse 5. For in the going up of Luhith, continual weeping shall go up. For in the going down of Horonaim, the enemies have heard a cry of destruction.
Right, so they went up a hill for in the going up. Some of them fled up a hill. For in the going up of Luhith, continual weeping shall go up. For in the going down, they went down into a valley of Horonaim. The enemies what?
The enemies have heard a cry of destruction.
It was getting destroyed. Go ahead.
Flee.
God told Moab, flee.
Save your lives and be like the heath in the wilderness.
Why?
For because thou hast trusted in thy works.
Moab always trusted in their works. Go ahead.
And in thy treasures. Thou shalt also be taken.
Into captivity, means slavery.
And
go ahead. Prisoners, or use this word, prisoners of war. Go ahead.
And Chemosh.
And Chemosh is the idol god. Chemosh was the favorite idol of Moab that they worshipped. Go ahead.
Shall go forth into captivity with his priests.
With his priests. Go ahead.
And his princes together.
That's right.
And the spoiler
which was Nebuchadnezzar at that time.
Shall come upon every city, and no city shall escape.
So just like back then, it shall be so today. Go ahead.
The valley also shall perish, and the plain shall be destroyed, as the Lord hath spoken.
Write this down. Write this down. We might read it today. We might not. This goes with 2nd Esdras 15. Read verse 46 down to like 61. Talks about the destruction of Asia and Babylon. But read on, Shalomiel.
Verse 9. Give wings unto Moab.
Give wings unto Moab. Why?
That it may flee and get away.
That it may escape. Nebuchadnezzar, go ahead.
For the cities thereof shall be desolate, without any to dwell therein.
I want y'all to see it. Read it again, Shalomiel, because we'll read that and skip by it. Go ahead.
Give wings unto Moab, that it may flee and get away. For the cities thereof shall be desolate, without any to dwell therein.
When Nebuchadnezzar went through there, they fled. A lot of them fled from not just from that area, they fled far east. Some got caught, some did not. Now, watch this. Give me Daniel 11:41. Daniel 11. Pay attention. Pay attention. Pay attention.
Daniel chapter 11 and verse 41.
Talking about the Greeks. Go ahead.
He shall enter also into the glorious land.
That's the land of Israel. Go ahead.
And many countries shall be overthrown.
Many countries shall be overthrown by the Greeks. Antiochus Epiphanes particular. Go ahead.
But these shall escape out of his hand.
Go ahead.
Even Edom.
There was a remnant of Edom. Edomites that did not join the Greeks. They did not join Rome. They remained as Edomites. It said and these shall escape out of Antiochus' hand. Read again.
But these shall escape out of his hand.
Watch this.
Even Edom and Moab.
So you had Moab during that time that was still there. Everybody didn't leave. Some were still there. Go ahead.
And the chief of the children of Ammon.
So you also had some Ammonites that were still there during the time of the Greeks. Not everybody, but there were remnants still there. I'm going somewhere. So what actually happened? Give me 2 Maccabees 5. The Arabs took those lands. Watch this. 2 Maccabees 5 and 6. Pay attention, pay attention, pay attention.
2 Maccabees, chapter 5 and verse 6.
Let's go.
But Jason slew his own citizens without mercy.
Now, we read this last week, but I didn't emphasize this point. I didn't want to derail anybody. But today I'm going to show you. Go ahead.
Not considering that to get the day of them of his own nation would be a most unhappy day for him, but thinking they had been his enemies and not his countrymen, whom he conquered.
So Jason, this wicked Israelite, went against his own people. But that's not what we want. Keep going.
Howbeit, for all this he obtained not the principality, but at the last received shame for the reward of his treason.
He was a wretch. Go ahead.
And fled again into the country of the Ammonites.
Now we're getting it. He fled into the country of the Ammonites. Watch this.
In the end, therefore, he had an unhappy return, being accused before Aretas, the king of the Arabians.
Why? Because the Arabs controlled that land, the land of the Ammonites. The Arabs had it. Go ahead.
Fleeing from city to city, pursued of all men, hated as a forsaker of the laws, and being had in abomination as an open enemy of his country and countrymen, he was cast out into Egypt.
So Aretas, the king of the Arabians, had that land of the Ammonites. The Arabs had the land of the Ammonites. Give me the next one, IT, Antiquities of the Jews. Zoom in. I want the top so they know the source. Read that.
The Antiquities of the Jews. Flavius Joseph.
Josephus.
Nay, at length they reduced him to that degree of necessity that he was forced to deliver back to the king of Arabia the land of Moab and Gilead, which he had subdued, and the places that were in them, that they might not join with them in the war against him, as they had done 10,000 other things that tended to affront and reproach him.
What I want you to see, the king of Arabia also had the land of Moab as well. Now, give me the next one, the context of the quote. What was the context of the quote we just read?
The context of the quote, the text refers to the reign of the Hasmonean king Alexander Jannaeus, 103 to 76 BCE. Jannaeus, an active and often brutal military ruler, had expanded his kingdom across the Jordan River into the territories of Moab and Gilead.
Go ahead.
The political crisis. During his military campaigns, Jannaeus alienated many of his own subjects, particularly the Pharisees, which sparked a brutal 6-year civil war in Judea. Fearing that the internal rebellion against Jannaeus might draw in the neighboring Nabatean kingdom ruled by the king of Arabia.
Now, y'all see that Nabatean? A lot of times you'll read about the Nabateans. Those were Arabs. That's why, like, when you look up Edom, it'll say ruled by the Nabateans. Those are Arabs. That's why you got some foolish people online that say Edom are the Arabs. Those are the Nabateans. That came later. The Nabateans, the Arabs, came at this time during the time of the Maccabees. Read on.
Jannaeus' adversaries successfully forced the king of Arabia to intervene. Reduced to a desperate state, Jannaeus had to back down and strike a deal with the Arabians.
Raise it up. Come on, IT.
To prevent a broader conflict, to guarantee that the king of Arabia would not join with the Jewish rebels, Jahnias was forced to return the territories of Moab and Gilead to the king of Arabia.
Yep.
Surrender the specific cities and fortresses he had previously subdued.
So y'all can read that in Flavius Josephus. I told you to get the book. Break IT, raise it back up. That's one of the source, Flavius Josephus, Antiquities of the Jews, book 13, chapter 15. It explains what we were just reading in Maccabees. All right. Now, give me the next one. IT. The Moabites, yep, that's it. Let's read that.
The Moabites and Ammonites did not leave their ancestral lands in a single voluntary exodus.
It was from the time of Nebuchadnezzar all the way to the time of the Greeks in increments. Go ahead.
Instead, they permanently vanished from history between the 6th and 1st centuries BCE due to military devastation, forced exiles, and eventual cultural assimilation into expanding Arab population.
So the Arabs began to take over. Go ahead.
Rather than walking away.
They did walk away. This part is wrong. Go ahead.
Their populations were decimated by world empires.
Babylon, Persia, Media, then the Greeks, and Rome. Go ahead.
And the survivors simply blended into the newer peoples who moved into the region.
That part right there, it's not true, and I'm going to show you that too. Give me Jeremiah 48, 27. So all this, the research says China and Japan or Moab and Ammon. When you go to Chat GDP, it says, oh, they disappeared. Nobody knows. That's a lie. Remember, Amalek controls that. Amalek, when you go to what is it called? GPT, Chat, whatever. Google. Be careful, because they will mislead you on purpose so that you will never find out who Moab is. You'll never find out Ammon. You won't find out no real history. Read that for me.
Jeremiah chapter 48 and verse 27. For was not Israel a derision unto thee?
Well, read the verse above it.
Verse 26. Make ye him drunken, for he magnified himself against the Lord. Moab also shall wallow in his vomit, and he also shall be in derision. For was not Israel a derision unto thee?
Was not the Israelites a derision unto Moab? Go ahead.
Was he found among thieves? For since thou spakest of him,
since Moab spake of Israel,
thou skippest for joy.
They were happy. Why were they skipping for joy? Because they destroyed us. Moab helped destroy us. Now, IT, give me the next video. We're going to start at the beginning and go to 2:21. IT video. I said, give me the next video. We're going to go to 2 minutes and 21 seconds. Start at 0. Go to 2:21. That's the last I want. Pay attention. So all this was found in China. Keep playing. I want you to see on the walls in China, the caves, you got black images. This is Africans diving for pearls in the water. We're going to get into that history in a minute, too. And no, all your Chinese friends won't tell you about none of this. They'll play stupid. Why? Because all nations stick together except dumb black people. Chinese people will have a meeting and won't invite one Negro. Black people have a meeting. You've always got that one Negro bringing in Miss Chow, or she bringing in Mr. Chow. So these is in their monasteries and the caves in China. 221 IT, that's all I wanted to. Now, you see all these black images and they hate and despise us. It's just like in Rome. The catacombs and the churches with all the black images, and they can't stand our guts. Was that it, IT? All right. From there, Shalomio, give me Ezekiel 25. We're going to read 1 to 4.
Ezekiel chapter 25 and verse 1. The word of the Lord came again unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against the Ammonites.
Remember, Ammon is the Japanese and the Koreans, North and South Koreans. Go ahead.
Son of man, set thy face against the Ammonites and prophesy against them.
Prophesy against them. But in order to prophesy against them, you must first be able to identify who they are. Go ahead.
And say unto the Ammonites, Hear the word of the Lord God. Thus saith the Lord God, because thou saidest, Aha.
It's aha.
Aha. Against my sanctuary.
So they laughed and mocked against the sanctuary of God Almighty. Go ahead.
When it was profane.
When it was profane. Go ahead.
And against the land of Israel. When it was desolate. And against the house of Judah. When they went into captivity.
So Ammon mocked us and laughed at us when we went into slavery. When our sanctuary was profane. Go ahead.
Behold, therefore, I will deliver thee to the men of the east for a possession.
That started with Nebuchadnezzar. Then followed by Persian Media. They was catching hell. But the party ain't over. Read that again.
Behold, therefore, I will deliver thee to the men of the east for a possession. And they shall set their palaces in thee.
That's right.
And make their dwellings in thee. And they shall eat thy fruit. And they shall drink thy milk.
Jump down to verse 8, please.
Verse 8. Thus saith the Lord God, because that
Moab, that is China. And who else was it? I always forget. Vietnamese. Thank you, the Vietnamese. And Mongolia. You know who I didn't look up? I did not look up Cambodia or Thailand. I didn't look them two up. It just slipped my mind. I just thought about it a second. Read on.
Thus saith the Lord God, because that Moab and Seir,
that's Edom,
do say, Behold, the house of Judah is like unto all the heathen.
So the Chinese and the white man said, Behold, the house of Judah is like unto all the heathen. Meaning there's nothing special about them. Go ahead.
Therefore, behold, I will open the side of Moab from the cities and from his cities which are on his frontiers, the glory of the country. Beth Jemishmoth.
When he says, I will open the side of Moab, you know how when you fight and you cut somebody on the side, meaning God's going to have this side of their cities destroyed. That's what he's saying. Go ahead.
Baal Meon and Kiriath Thaim unto the men of the east with the Ammonites.
Now he goes to the Ammonites, unto them because of Nebuchadnezzar. Like I said, these scriptures have a dual meaning. Go ahead.
And will give them in possession, that the Ammonites may not be remembered among the nations.
That's right, go ahead.
And I will execute judgments upon Moab, and they shall know that I am the Lord.
Now, from there, Jeremiah 49 and 1. Jeremiah 49. Now, that's a good chapter. We could keep going, but I don't want to. It's too much. We got time. I got time factor, time restraints. Jeremiah 49 and 1. We read this earlier, but we're going to read down to verse 6.
Jeremiah chapter 49 and verse 1. Concerning the Ammonites, thus saith the Lord, hath Israel no sons? Hath he no heir? Why then doth their king inherit Gad?
Because historically, when Gad got moved out of the land, Moab I mean, Ammon moved their rusty butts into our land. Go ahead.
And his people dwell in his cities.
That's right. That's what happened. Go ahead.
Therefore,
Wait. Give me that precept, Amos 1:13.
Come on.
Amos chapter 1 and verse 13.
Wait. I'm slow. I know a lot of you are happy I'm slow because you can't find it either. Go ahead.
Amos chapter 1 and verse 13. Thus saith the Lord, for 3 transgressions of the children of Ammon, and for 4, I will not turn away the punishment thereof.
What did they do?
Because they have ripped up the women with child of Gilead, that they might enlarge their border.
So when they caught our people, they would rip up the women with child, meaning they hung them upside down just like the white man did to us, and would cut their stomachs so the baby fall out, and they would crush the baby on their heads. That's what the Bible says they did. God said, I'm not forgiving you for that. I'm not letting you slide on that. Go back.
Jeremiah chapter 49 and verse 2. Therefore, behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that I will cause an alarm of war to be heard in Rabbah of the Ammonites.
That's a city in Ammon. Go ahead.
And it shall be a desolate heap, and her daughters shall be burned with fire.
Nebuchadnezzar was burning their daughters with fire. Go ahead.
Then shall Israel be heir unto them that were his heirs, saith the Lord.
Wait, that part right there. Now it says, then shall Israel be heir unto them that were his heirs, saith the Lord. Give me that Romans 8:17. Because that jumps. That right there. Romans 8. We're coming back here, so don't let it go.
Yes, sir.
Then shall Israel be heir unto them that were his heirs, saith the Lord. What does that mean?
Romans chapter 8 and verse 17. And if children, then heirs, heirs of God, and joint heirs with Christ.
We are joint heirs with Christ. Hey, was that it?
If so be that we suffer with him, that we may be also glorified together.
That's right. Give me Obadiah verse 19. Obadiah verse 19.
Obadiah verse 19.
Watch this.
And they of the south shall possess the mount of Esau.
We're going to own Esau.
And they of the plain, the Philistines.
We're going to own them as well.
And they shall possess the fields of Ephraim.
We're going to get our lands back.
And the fields of Samaria.
Watch this right here.
And Benjamin shall possess Gilead.
The tribe of Benjamin, God foretells, will dwell in the land of Gilead. Now, prior to that, watch this, Numbers 32:29. Hold that. I'm just giving you a precept historically of what happened. Numbers 32 and verse 29.
Numbers.
When we entered the land, this is what happened.
Numbers chapter 32 and verse 29.
Moses had already had it mapped out for us. Go ahead.
And Moses said unto them, if the children of Gad and the children of Reuben will pass with you over Jordan, every man armed to battle before the Lord, and the land shall be subdued before you. Then ye shall give them the land of Gilead for a possession.
So you notice it says Gad and Reuben. That shall be their land. Jump to verse 39.
Verse 39. And the children of Machir, the son of Manasseh, went to Gilead and took it and dispossessed the Amorites.
So you had Gad, Reuben, and Manasseh in that land. But in the prophecy in Obadiah, God says, go back to Obadiah verse 19. Watch what he says.
Obadiah verse 19. And they of the south shall possess the mount of Esau, and they of the plain the Philistines, and they shall possess the fields of Ephraim, and the fields of Samaria. And Benjamin shall possess Gilead.
So the prophecy says God's going to give that land in the future to Benjamin. Now, give me the map. Excuse me. All right. This is the ancient map. Y'all can see Manasseh. I can't see it too well right there. Thank you. Where's Gad? Gad is under them. You got Reuben at the bottom. Gad right there. Reuben under Gad, go down, and Reuben. Now next to them, notice you got Ammon. Go up, see where Ammon is? Ammon was right next to Gad. So when Gad got moved out of the land by the Assyrian captivity, Ammon moved their butts back all in there. That's why read, what was reading again? Jeremiah 49 and 1 more time for us.
Jeremiah chapter 49 and verse 1. Concerning the Ammonites, thus saith the Lord, hath Israel no sons? Hath he no heir? Why then doth their king inherit Gad, and his people dwell in his cities?
The Ammonites took the land over. So now remember what we read earlier. How when Nebuchadnezzar started to move them out, then you had the Persian Media, then Greeks, during the time of the Greeks, it said, who had the land of Ammon? Anybody remember? Who had the land of Ammon? The Arabs. Thank you. The Arabs. I thought I lost some of y'all. Give me the next map. Next map. This is why you see Ammon right there. That is the Ammon of the Bible. But it's spelled A-M-M-A-N instead of O-N. But look, that's that area y'all call, America calls today Jordan. The Arabs got all that right there. That's all Arab land. But that was Ammon and Moab's land. People go, well, how did they get it? We were just reading about it in the book of the Maccabees. They took the land because Nebuchadnezzar started to push them out. The Greeks made a deal with them to give them the land of Ammon and Moab. Everybody understand that, right? Give me, 8. Go back to Amos 1:13. We didn't read down to 15, did we?
No,
Go back
sir.
to Amos 1:13 again and read down to 15.
Yes, sir. Amos chapter 1 and verse 13. Thus saith the Lord, for 3 transgressions of the children of Ammon, and for 4, I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because they have ripped up the women with child of Gilead.
So God ain't letting them slide on what they did to the women of Gilead. What they did to Gad, they slaughtered them. Go ahead.
That they might enlarge their border.
See that? They wanted to take over our lands. Go ahead.
But I will kindle a fire in the wall of Rabbah, and it shall devour the palaces thereof, with shouting in the day of battle.
So there will be a day of battle coming. Go ahead.
With a tempest in the day of the whirlwind.
With a tempest in the day of the whirlwind. That's the Lord. Go ahead.
And their king shall go into captivity.
And their king shall go into... Hey, put on the screen the president of... What's his name? Kim Jong-un. Kim Jong-un, the president of North Korea. Thank you. That's him. It said there what? Read that again, Shlomo.
But I will kindle a fire in
read verse 15.
Verse 15. And their king shall go into captivity, he and his princes together, saith the Lord.
So now I don't know. Actually, this guy that's going to go into captivity. But whoever's the leader of Ammon, the land of Ammon today, the area, they're going to be a prisoner of war. That's what the prophecy says. So just look for it, wait. Now, let's get into some history on Japan. Give me the next book, IT. Zoom in. Shout out to the Booster Club. Some of these books, oh boy, we had to go to other countries. Brothers had to go to other countries to dig this stuff up because they keep it secret. They keep it hidden. Read that, Shlomo, please.
Encyclopedia of Japanese History.
Let's go inside the books. We can't read it. I want to zoom in on the bottom, IT. I want to zoom in on the bottom, IT. I want to zoom in on the very bottom, IT. I want y'all to see the black faces. This is during the time of the 1400s. They brought black slaves from Portugal and Spain over to China. Japan, this is Japan. And you don't learn about this in school, and you definitely ain't gonna learn about it in Sunday school. Look at all the black faces. Look, don't just run by it. Look. You see the Edomite faces, and you see the black faces. Well, guess what, brothers? The black faces are slaves. I know you don't want to hear it, but it is what it is. Was that it? No, raise it up. Go back. No, that section. We didn't look at. No. That middle section, right, top, right, yeah, on the right. Yeah, right, yeah. You can see him right there. Okay. Give me the next page. Excuse me. Zoom in at the top. Zoom in, I'm looking. I see regular them. I don't see us too much. Raise it up, let me look. My eyes ain't that good. Raise it up. Okay. You can see bottom left. There's one right there. There's two of them, actually. Right there, Afro. Right there, these are the lighter skinned ones, but that's them. You can see the clear distinction in the coloring. Okay, move over to the right. Okay, give me the next page then. Next page. This when they were fighting, raise it up, lift it. Let me see the bottom. Okay, you see black, there's a fire there. You see some black faces are right there in the middle section. Give me the next page. Okay, on the bottom there on the left, you see some dark-skinned people there with hats. Raise it up now. Let's look at the bottom. I want the bottom first. Let me get the, very bottom. Move over to the right. Right there, carrying a, whatever that is he's carrying. Right there. Raise it up right there. Yep. Lower it. Let me look. Now, this was in Japan between the 14 and 1500s, right there. We were slaves. We were slaves over there. And they make like they don't know about this history. They keep this secret in schools. They make deals with these countries not to talk about this history. Give me the next page, IT. Read that.
Paintings of Kunlun Singchi, African slaves in ancient China.
Now, I don't know if you ever watched the show Iron Fist. It's corny. I didn't like it. With a Luke Cage. Anybody saw that? I didn't like Iron Fist because he was like a ballet dancer. I didn't like him. But anyway, he had to go to Kunlun to defeat the dragon to get the Iron Fist. Kunlun was a city where the slaves dwelt. Kunlun was a city where the slaves dwelt. So, yeah, that's Iron Fist right there in the comic. The white boy had to defeat a dragon to get the Iron Fist. But they don't tell you that Kunlun was where they had the slaves. Let's go back to that picture again. Read that.
Paintings of Kunlun Singchi, African slaves in ancient China.
They don't talk about that. Go ahead.
The first African slaves in ancient China were given as tribute, gifts, by the Srivijaya Empire of Indonesia to the Chinese Empire during the Tang Dynasty.
See that? This is during the Tang Dynasty, 618 AD to 907 AD. So this is way before the Portuguese of the 1400s. Okay, give me the next one, IT, please. Let's zoom in. Read that.
African Kunlun servants in ancient China, a story.
So if you look at the picture, you can see the slave right there. Like they had the movie Afro Samurai. Y'all be like, that's so funny. We were the samurais. We're going to show you that too. Raise it up, read what it says. I ain't going to read all of this, but read this.
On this first day of the 2018 Chinese New Year, we affirm and briefly explore the African Kunlun servants in ancient China. African slavery in China peaked during the Tang and Song dynasties.
Write that down. The Tang dynasty and Song dynasties is the preeminent time periods when we were slaves over there. Go ahead.
960 AD to 1279 AD.
Right. If you remember dates, that's good. But if you can remember the Tang Dynasty and Song, remember Song Dynasty, you'll be okay. Go ahead.
But the number of African slaves taken to China during this 600-year period is unclear. By this point, Chinese perceptions of African Kunlun servants ranged from strong and mysterious to frightening.
Now, notice that it's unclear. As we read on in the book of Esdras, it tells you why it's unclear. Just remind me so I don't forget. Go ahead.
The Kunlun in the Tang Dynasty era were portrayed in stories of the period as heroic, resourceful, and ironically, culturally Chinese. Most Chinese during this period, however, unless they were very wealthy, had little contact with African slaves, perhaps explaining the differing views of the Kunlun.
Raise it up, IT. Come on. Oh, that's it? Let me know. I want to. Dang, I cut it off during the Song Dynasty. Anyway, go back to the top so y'all could Google it and read the whole thing. Zoom in on the top. African American Registry. Y'all could Google that. It'll pop up. You can read the entire article. It's a good reading. It makes a good read. All right, IT. Thank you. Now give me the next one. Yep.
Enslaved Africans were first brought to China by the Portuguese in large numbers during the 16th century.
So now this is way after the Tang Dynasty and the Song Dynasty. This is the 1500s. Go ahead.
Primarily following the establishment of the Portuguese trading post at Macau in 1557. This network formed a distinct branch of the global Portuguese slave trade, separate from the transatlantic route.
Okay, give me the next one. Yeah, no, raise it up. I want geographic origins.
Geographic origins. East African routes. Unlike the West African ports that supplied Brazil, the majority of the enslaved individuals taken to East Asia were trafficked from Southeast and East Africa. The Mozambique hub, the primary point of origin, was the Zambezi Valley and coastal regions of Mozambique.
Okay, next. I want the roles of society.
Roles and society. Military defenses. Enslaved Africans formed the core of Macau's defensive military force. During the 1622 Battle of Macau, a Dutch invasion force was decisively defeated, primarily by an armed force of African slaves.
Go ahead, watch this.
Bodyguards and security. Because of their physical capabilities and combat skills, they frequently served as armed retainers, bodyguards, and private armies to protect Portuguese merchants and Jesuit missionaries from pirates and rival traders.
Damn. Next one.
Labor and exploitation. Beyond military service, they worked in shipping crews on regional trading carracks as domestic servants. And in some cases, women were subjected to sexual exploitation as concubines.
Jump to the, yeah, right there.
Escapes and legal context.
Watch this.
Escaping to mainland China. Because the Ming Dynasty placed no formal restrictions on the bondage of sub-Saharan Africans.
So you also had the Ming Dynasty. So you had Ming, Tang, and Song. Ming, Tang, Song. Good.
Thousands lived under Portuguese control. However, many enslaved individuals successfully escaped across the border into mainland China. Cultural context. The presence of black Africans in China predated the Portuguese via Arab trade routes from the 8th to 14th centuries. Historically, the Chinese associated people of darker skin tones with the historical sweeping term
Kunlun.
Kunlun.
That's what they called us. Give me the next book. Next book. Pay attention, pay attention, pay attention. Read that.
Who's Who in Philadelphia.
Raise it up. By
Charles Fred White.
Raise it up. What year?
1912.
1912. This was written. Next page.
The Negro learns from history that Hannibal, the world's greatest general and one of its greatest statesmen, was of Ethiopian blood.
Now, we know he was our people. We found it. But in this book, it said Ethiopian, which means burnt faces. Jump down.
That King Solomon the wise man of our Bible, proudly acknowledged that he was black.
Solomon acknowledged he was black. So this is in this book, right?
That the Jews were mixed with African breed and much of the beauty of their religion.
So they know the Jews were black, not mixed. But some of us did mix with the Philistines. Jump down.
That Jesus Christ himself.
What about Jesus Christ?
Was as much a Negro as some of the race you persecute.
Yeah, see that right there? That was in 1912. But the party ain't over. The party ain't over. Give me the next page.
All Japanese cultures, religion, education, the Shindaya language are distinctly Mongolian. Jimmy Tenno brought Negroes with the sun and fire worship from Mesopotamia and through Manchuria. Zoroastrian traditions prove this.
Jump down.
To be a good samurai.
To be a good samurai?
Fighting servant. One must have half black blood in one's veins.
Read again.
To be a good samurai, fighting servant, one must have half black blood in one's veins, said the old proverb. In those days, they were not ashamed to acknowledge.
I forgot to get the rest. Talk about their ancestry. Yep, right. That's good. Now I know that's AI, but that is true. Okay, that right there is true. All right, T, give me the next book. Yes. Zoom in. I want y'all to see the highlighted area. I want the highlight right there, right there. Let's read this.
Japanese sect.
I want y'all to pay attention.
That their ancestors came to Japan from Western Asia about 660 BCE.
What time? Who was that? That was during the time of Babylon. Go ahead.
The name samurai.
The name samurai
recalls ancient Samaria.
Wait a minute! Wait a minute! Wait a minute! What the hell? The name samurai recalls ancient Samaria. Woo! It make my teeth white. There's so much they covered up and we don't know. Now we're learning it. Come on, come on, Shalomia.
Whence the Israelites were exiled. Carvings preserved.
So the Israelites were the samurai was from Samaria, which is the same word. That's what they're saying. Go ahead.
Carvings preserved by the samurai show early immigrants clothed very much like the ancient Assyrians. The samurai also observed a number of rites like those observed by Jews.
Because that was Sumerians. Go ahead.
Such as the redemption of the firstborn and the wearing of a tonkin by Japanese priests, which is compared to the phylacteries. The six-pointed Star of David is also a very common in Japan, being worn by children on their hats and used as a decorative motif.
Give me the next book. Give me the next book. Read that. It's in French. This one's in French.
Chefs devoir des paravents nanban.
So now this is in Japan. Let's go to the next page. I want y'all to look at the black faces. This is in Japan. 1500s, slaves in Japan. Raise it up, IT, so we can see. Look at this. You didn't learn this in Sunday school or regular school either. You be thinking that these people was our friends. They had us as slaves too. That's why nobody want to give us reparations, because all nations gotta pay. All nations. Yes, sir. Give me the next page, IT. Yep. Black right there, blackity black. I mean, he light skinned, but you could tell he brown. Raise it up. Yep. We were the workers. Yep. Carrying the stuff on their shoulders. Look at the bottom right. That one's a little clearer right there, bottom right. Right there, IT. Right there. Yeah, that guy right there. And on the left, go to the left, he got an orange box on his shoulder. Yep, up. Yep, right there. And the one above them. Yep, right there. Give me the next page, please. Let's zoom in on that. Look at this. All black slaves in Japan. In Japan. Look at this. Your kids ain't gonna learn nothing about this. You can't go on, you go on the street. People, well, we were never slaves. Ask a regular nigga, were we slaves in Japan and China? They'll say no. They'll say no, because they never learned this. Next page, IT. Let's zoom in. You can see, look at the pattern, the one on the head right there. Pattern, like a dog. Look at the one right there below, right, fixing the blankets, whatever they fixing. Slaves in Japan. So why don't they have these books in English in America? The hell is this? We gotta go to foreign countries to find this stuff. Give me the next page, IT. Did we see this one already? Okay, you can see them. Colors right there. I see 1, 2, 3, 4 in the boat. 1, 2, yep, right there. Black slaves. Yep, next page. Look at it, we gotta, look, somebody come look at this. See how we gotta carry these white folks? This is in Japan. Or Japanese people. That's the same thing we had to do for the white folks over here. Carry them in these damn things. On our shoulders, on our backs. Give me the next one, IT. Yep, right there. You can see right there. As soon as you look, the center. Oh, I guess that's an umbrella. I'm guessing. I don't know. That one's holding a standard. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 one holding a box right there. You got a baby. Is that a baby or a monkey? I don't know. I'm not saying nothing. Got the black faces right there. Black right there, black right there, black. That's what they did. Okay, IT, was that it? Give me the Google link, IT, the Google link, just click it. The Google link. Is that it? Okay, read that.
African slaves were brought to China between the 7th and 17th century.
That's a long time. Go ahead.
Through maritime trade networks.
Now, this is on Google. Now, I found this amazing because they never teach this in school. Go ahead.
Primarily by Arab, Persian, and later Portuguese merchants. Historically referred to by the enigmatic term Kunlun slaves. Kunlun knew they were mostly East Africans originating from the Zanj coast.
Now we know, according to, give me that Deuteronomy 28:64, in case somebody gets stupid.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 64.
Come on!
And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people, from the one end of the earth even unto the other. And there thou shalt serve other gods, which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, even wood and stone.
So we were scattered everywhere. That includes, as we're finding out, China and Japan. Everybody see that, right? All right, go back to where was that right there?
Kunlun knew they were mostly East Africans originating from the Zanj coast, modern day Tanzania.
When you look up Zanj, it tells you we were the slaves. That was another name they called us, the Zanj. Go ahead.
Kenya and Somalia and Madagascar, while human bondage existed throughout imperial China. African slavery was a highly specialized luxury trade restricted to the wealthy upper class in coastal commercial hubs.
All right, IT, give me the next link. Historium. I gave it the next link. Yes. Y'all can look this up, lower it so they can see the title. Read that.
The Forgotten History of the African Slave Trade in China.
So I'm putting these up so y'all could go home, read it yourselves. We're not going to read all of it. Now let's read some of it.
How common was African slavery in China? I've always known that Arab slave traders and Chinese merchant ships brought African slaves to China, but I wasn't sure to what extent, how many, and how common and why the African slave trade died out in China. The first Africans arrived in China as gifts from the king of Kalinga in Java to the Tang emperor in 813 AD. These young boys were treated as exotic ornaments, no different from the rhinoceros and other animals they were presented alongside. The Chinese called them Zhangzi.
So that Zhangzi is another spelling for Zang. Z-A-N-G. Same word though. Go ahead.
A reference to Zanzibar, which at that time described the whole length of the Eastern African coastal region, including Madagascar. Nothing is known about the fate of these child slaves who disappear from the historical record after a single brief mention.
Raise it up. Raise it up. Go ahead.
In later accounts, African slaves turn up as the personal property.
Wait, raise it up. I want to read the next. No, just jump down the journey. Just key points. The journey. See, it's highlighted right there.
The journey took approximately 6 months, and shipwrecks were a common hazard. Many captives must have died along the way. Even those who made it to China alive could still perish suddenly while trying to acclimatize to a new environment. As one Song Dynasty, 960 to 1279 AD government officially observed, if in captivity, they are fed cooked food. After several days, they get diarrhea. For this reason, they sometimes fall ill and die.
Okay, rise it up to the next paragraph. Y'all can read this on your own. Go ahead, read that.
The Chinese thought that Africans had immense physical strength, and so slaves were mainly forced to engage in hard labor.
We were the slaves there. I want y'all to, and this is China. We had to do hard labor. I want to know, how hard a labor did the Africans do? Let's get the next book. Next book, IT. Pay attention.
The ancient Jewish diaspora in Japan. The tribe of Haida. Their religious and cultural influence.
By
Akira Tashima.
Now let's look inside the book. On page 27.
The Great Wall of China.
The Great Wall of China. Go ahead.
Architectural masterpiece by the hands of Jewish diaspora.
Wait a minute. It's not calling them Africans in this book. It's calling them the Jewish diaspora. The Jews built the Great Wall of China. My voice is going. But raise it up. Let's read on.
Stretches 1,500 miles across the country's northern plains.
Can you raise it up, IT? Jump down to the highlight section.
Whenever I think of this great construction, which is by far more colossal than the Roman Colosseum, I cannot help but marvel at the fabulous amount of hard labors and splendid skills that those Jewish captives had to render.
Those Jewish captives had to render. They were building they didn't just reinforce it. They were building it. The hell is this? Go ahead.
Some of these captives escaped.
We had to get the hell out of Dodge. Go ahead.
And eventually made their way to Japan.
We went from China to Japan, some of us. Go ahead.
By way of Korea. We find their story inscribed on the famous monument of Kodal.
Next page. Read that.
Also, the account of Eastern barbarians written by Fan Hua of Sung in the latter Han period, 445 CE, records somewhat similar narratives. In building the Great Wall, these Yuzha captives were brutally oppressed by Chinese kings.
See, I want y'all to see in building, and don't just say reinforcing, in building the Great Wall, these Yuzha captives were brutally oppressed by Chinese kings. Go ahead.
Who were much like the Pharaoh in Egypt.
Those Chinese kings treated us like the Pharaoh in Egypt. Y'all see this? I didn't write the book, but God revealed the book. Oh, praise the Lord. So the question is, what happened to all those black Jews, those slaves of the diaspora during those dynasties? Let's get to 2nd Ezra 15. I told you, don't let me forget. 2nd Esdras. We were their military. They made some of us their military, their bodyguards. We were their samurai. What happened to us? 2nd Ezra 15. Let's read it from verse 46.
2nd Esdras, chapter 15 and verse 46. And thou, Asia,
This is about East Asia.
that art partaker of the hope of Babylon, and art the glory of her person.
They are the glory of the person of Babylon. They always want to be like Babylon. It's going to tell you that in the next verse. Go ahead.
Woe be unto thee, thou wretch, because thou hast made thyself like unto her,
So Asia has made herself like to Babylon the Great. Go ahead.
and hast decked thy daughters in whoredom, that they might please and glory in thy lovers,
So this is going into their corporations and things of that nature. Go ahead.
which have always desired to commit whoredom with thee.
So the whoredom is the fornication in Revelation 17, Revelation 18, about they committed fornication with all nations, talking about business deals. Go ahead.
Thou hast followed her, that is hated in all her works and inventions.
Wait, read it again, read it again. This is how you know it's China and Japan, these nations. Read it again.
Thou hast followed her, that is hated.
Who's hated? Babylon the Great is hated. Read the verse again. Listen.
Thou hast followed her, that is hated in all her works and inventions.
In all of America's works and inventions, China either reverse engineered it or stole the technology. That's what China did. Go ahead.
Therefore,
And Japan. Go ahead.
Therefore, saith God, I will send plagues upon thee, widowhood, poverty, famine, sword, and pestilence, to waste thy houses with destruction and death.
That's judgment that's coming. Go ahead.
And the glory of thy power.
See, that's why I said what we were reading earlier in Jeremiah 48, 49, Isaiah 15, Isaiah 16, and I said there's dual meanings. This is the proof. Read that whole verse again.
Verse 49, I will send plagues upon thee, widowhood, poverty.
Go on, remember, this is the prophecy. This has not occurred yet. Go ahead.
Famine, sword, and pestilence, to waste thy houses with destruction and death. And the glory of thy power shall be dried up as a flower, when the heat shall arise that is sent over thee. Thou shalt be weakened as a poor woman with stripes, and as one chastised with wounds, so that the mighty and lovers shall not be able to receive thee. What I with jealousy have so proceeded against thee, saith the Lord.
Now listen good to what God says about them.
If thou hadst not always slain my chosen.
What did they do to us? Read it again.
If thou hadst not always slain my chosen.
That's why I say, how come where's the black people over in China, Japan? They were always killing us. Always. That's what God prophesied. Read it again.
If thou hadst not always slain my chosen, exalting the stroke of thine hands, and saying over their dead, when thou wast drunken.
When they were drunk, what they say?
Set forth the beauty of thy countenance.
I want y'all to imagine this. They'd have parties. I don't know what they call it, little Chinese parties or whatever. I seen them on TV though. Everybody drinking, everybody getting drunk. Their bodyguards is getting drunk. The samurai is getting drunk. And that would be their opportunity. They're drunk now. Kill them. And then the Japanese and Chinese would just slaughter us. Chop, 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 chop. Read the verse again.
Verse 53. If thou hadst not always slain my chosen, exalting the stroke of thine hands, and saying over their dead.
When did they kill us?
When thou wast drunken.
When thou was drunken. Everybody's drinking, everybody's drunk. They say, now we can kill them. Because remember, they said we had great physical power, but they couldn't get us one-on-one. So they said, let's get them drunk. We got them. Damn. That's the prophecy, what it says. From there, Jeremiah 48 and 10, please. I'm jumping around for time's sake. Jeremiah 48 and 10.
Jeremiah chapter 48 and verse 10. Cursed be he that doeth the work of the Lord deceitfully, and cursed be he that keepeth back his sword from blood. Moab hath been at ease from his youth,
Uh-huh.
and he hath settled on his lees, and hath not been emptied from vessel to vessel.
That's meaning taken captive and brought from one slavery to the next slavery to the next, like we were. That didn't happen to Moab. Go ahead.
Neither hath he gone into captivity.
That's the proof. Go ahead.
Therefore, his taste remained in him, and his
hatred. His hatred. Go ahead.
And his scent is not
And
changed.
they have not changed from their beginning till now. Go ahead.
Therefore, behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that I will send unto him wanderers, that shall cause him to wander, and shall empty his vessels, and break their bottles.
Yeah, Nebuchadnezzar came. Go ahead.
And Moab shall be ashamed of Chemosh.
Chemosh was their god that they were. Now, they always had a lot of gods, but Chemosh was their favorite. Go ahead.
As the house of Israel was ashamed of Bethel in their confidence.
So, notice, it says, as the house of Israel, northern kingdom was ashamed. Get that in 1 Kings 12, 28 to 33. What is it talking about? That the house of Israel was ashamed of Bethel, their confidence. 1 Kings 12, 28 to 33.
1 Kings chapter 12 and verse 48, verse 28.
28 to 33.
Whereupon the king took counsel and made 2 calves of gold and said unto them, It is too much for you to go up to Jerusalem. Behold thy gods, O Israel, which brought thee up out of the land of Egypt.
So we had 2 calves, and we were worshiping. Our people was worshiping them. Go ahead.
And he set the one in Bethel.
And he set the one in Bethel. Remember what it said? It said, as the house of Israel was ashamed of Bethel, their confidence. Go ahead.
And the other put he in Dan. And this thing became a sin. For the people went to worship before the one, even unto Dan.
Read.
Verse 31. And he made an house of high places, and made priests of the lowest of the people, which were not of the sons of Levi.
Read.
And Jeroboam ordained a feast in the 8th month, on the 15th day of the month, like unto the feast that is in Judah. And he offered upon the altar. So did he in Bethel, sacrificing unto the calves that he had made. And he placed in Bethel the priests of the high places which he had made.
Come on.
So he offered upon the altar which he had made in Bethel, the 15th day of the 8th month, even in the month which he had devised
Remember,
of
we
his own.
celebrated the 15th day of the 7th month. Jeroboam, northern kingdom, said, well, we're going to do the 8th month, 15th day. Good.
Even in the month which he had devised of his own heart, and ordained a feast unto the children of Israel. And he offered upon the altar and burnt incense.
All right. IT, give me those next images. So that was our Feast of Tabernacles. Tabernacles. Yep, put it on the screen. So these are some of the gods in China today. Give me the next ones. Now you see that one in the middle with the horns? So remember, Israel had 2 calves. These Chinese myth gods were very similar with horns, just like Baal. Give me the next one. Read that.
Baal, the worst false god in the Bible.
It was a cow god with horns. Next one. See it on the left? It's carved in stone. See the cow's head, the body? Give me Jeremiah 48:14 for jumping around for time's sake.
Jeremiah chapter 48 and verse 14. How say ye, we are mighty and strong men for the war?
Moab always says that. Give me the images. Give me the images. And I sent like a few. Go through the images. Moab always says that they are mighty men and strong. They got order. I give them that. They got some good order with their 4-foot selves. The hell is this? Keep going, IT. Let me know when you get to the end of that. Now, the question is, does America, the elites of America, know who China actually is? Give me the next one, the link to Guardian's newspaper. The Guardian newspaper, right there. Raise it up. Oh, come on. Yep, right there. Put it on the screen. Read that, IT.
Moab attack on ISIS was a baffling choice in cold-blooded terms, of course.
Now, America got a bomb. Read what it says using.
Using mother of all bombs in Afghanistan to kill 36 militants at $450,000 each will not change its reputation as a white elephant.
So the mother of all bombs, they decided, let's call it Moab. And they want to use this. If they ever fight against China, they said, this is going to be their bomb. I wonder why. I wonder why they chose that name right there. Is it a coincidence? Maybe. I don't believe in coincidences. Maybe you do, but I don't believe in coincidences. Give me Jeremiah 48 and 15 now. We're just jumping. Jeremiah 48 talks about Moab. 49 talks about Ammon. 48:15.
Jeremiah chapter 48 and verse 15.
Read 14 again.
Verse 14. How say ye, we are mighty and strong men for the war?
So Moab think they could defeat anybody. Go ahead.
Moab is spoiled and gone up out of her cities, and his chosen young men are gone down to the slaughter, saith the king, whose name is the Lord of hosts.
So although Moab was a strong nation, God said, I'm going to have Nebuchadnezzar and them destroy you. Again. Now you read this chapter. Chapter 48 is a dual meaning for the last days. But read on.
The calamity of Moab is near to come, and his affliction hasteth fast. All ye that are about him, bemoan him, and all ye that know his name, say, how is the strong staff broken, and the beautiful rod? Thou daughter that dost inhabit Dibon.
Now, when you read Dibon, that was a city in Moab. Today, they call the land of Moab and Ammon Jordan. Jordan. That's where the Arabs are. Good.
And come down from thy glory and sit in thirst. For the spoiler of Moab shall come upon thee, and he shall destroy thy strongholds. O inhabitant of Orur.
Another city that was in Moab, but today they call it Jordan. Go ahead.
Stand by the way and espy. Ask him that fleeth and her that escapeth, and say, what is done?
What is done? What happened? Go ahead.
Moab is confounded.
Moab has gotten confounded. Go ahead.
For it is broken down.
Moab is destroyed. Go ahead.
Howl and cry. Tell ye it in Arnon.
That's a city in Moab. Go ahead.
That Moab is spoiled.
Read.
And judgment is come upon the plain country, upon Halon, and upon Jahaza, and upon Mephah.
More cities in modern day Jordan. Go ahead.
And upon Dibon, and upon Nebo, and upon Beth Diblathaim, and upon Kiriathaim, and upon Beth Gamal, and upon Beth Meon, and upon Kirioth, and upon Basra, and upon all the cities of the land of Moab, far or near.
Come on.
The horn of Moab is cut off.
The horn of Moab is cut off. There's power. Their leader. Go ahead.
And his arm is broken, saith the Lord.
Read.
Make ye him drunken.
Make their leader drunken. Make Moab drunk. Go ahead.
For he magnified himself against the Lord.
Now notice, why does this make Moab drunk? Remember, that's what they did to us. That's what they did to us. Now God, why is God saying make them drunken? That's what they did to us. Go ahead.
Moab also shall wallow in his vomit, and he also shall be in derision.
Watch this.
For was not Israel a derision unto thee?
Didn't you do that to us? Didn't you do that to the Israelites? Go ahead.
Was he found among thieves? For since thou spakest of him, thou skippedest for joy.
You danced when you slaughtered us. You were so happy when we fell, when you killed us. So God is saying now they're going to get judged. Watch this. Give me the next commercial. How they skip, how they mock us. I want China. Ask China. Yep. Go ahead.
It's not often that you would consider an ad for detergent offensive, but then again, it is not often that you will see something like this. Like, what century are we in? This is, again, a laundry soap commercial. It began airing in China this month fair to say, reaction on social media swift and harsh. Many have accused the company of, well, whitewashing, I suppose. According to the blog Shanghaius, the ad is actually a copy of an Italian spot from nearly 10 years ago. That commercial, though, used the tagline. Yeah, I can't even read this. Here's the deal. Somebody actually went into a room and pitched this idea, and a lot of people said, yep, that's it. And that is awful.
Some, believe it or not, some black people don't see nothing wrong with that. That's why you got dumb Jake, want to date them, want to marry them, want to have kids by them. We don't see nothing wrong with that.
Yep. Give me back to Jeremiah 48 and verse 28.
Jeremiah chapter 48 and verse 28. O ye that dwell in Moab.
O ye that dwell in Moab, that's China, go ahead.
Leave the cities.
Leave the cities.
And dwell in the rock.
Dwell in the rock.
And be like the dove that maketh her nest in the sides of the hole's mouth.
Talking about, what they call them things? Bunkers. Bunkers. IT, can you put that? Yep. Hide in the holes of the rock. China got bunkers in their mountains. That's what they got right there. They got little bunkers, big bunkers, all kind of bunkers. Read on.
Verse 29. We have heard the pride of Moab. He is exceeding proud. His loftiness and his arrogancy and his pride and the haughtiness of his heart. I know his wrath.
God said, I know his wrath.
Saith the Lord, but it shall not be so. His lies shall not so affect it.
His lies shall not so affect it. IT, give me the next video. They are so proudful. God said, your lies shall not so affect it. What does it mean? Watch what this guy says.
China's policy is very clear. China will not fire the first shot, but China will not allow you to fire the second shot. China will never allow the United States to launch a war against China, conventional or nuclear, without suffering devastating consequences. One of the weapons China demonstrated, we call it 61, because it can contain 60 nuclear warheads plus one hydrogen bomb. China is the only country with hydrogen bomb. And that ICBM can cover every corner of the world in less than 20 minutes and destroy any target in any corner of the world without any possibility of being intercepted. I hope Washington has learned the lesson. If you want to have war, you will get war. If you want to destroy China, you will be destroyed. If you want to impose nuclear war on China, you will be wiped out by nuclear war.
Woo! Now that's some pride right there. Read that again, Shalomiel. What verse was that?
Verse 30. I know his wrath, saith the Lord, but it shall not be so.
Whatever China says, it shall not be so. Go ahead.
His lies shall not so affect it.
His lies won't affect the outcome of what God says is going to happen to him. Jump down to verse 35 for time's sake.
Verse 35. Moreover, I will cause to cease in Moab, saith the Lord, him that offereth in the high places, and him that burneth incense to his gods.
So Moab is known. China is known for lighting incense to their gods and ancestors. Put it on the screen. Play that. $108 sticks praying. Look, keep playing. Praying to Buddhists and something. I can read it. 32 sticks praying to divas of the four directions. That's a lot of incense. 21 sticks praying to one's father. 16 sticks praying to divas residing in 16 levels of heaven. 12 sticks praying to Maid Guan Yin and to one's mama. 9 sticks praying to Reverend Monk. The hell is this? Ain't nobody got time for this. 8 sticks praying to Hindu deities. 7 sticks praying to something. How come we don't see no fat Chinese people? Might be 1 or 2.
How come you don't see no fat Chinese people, but their God is overweight?
Yeah,
Where's
the
Buddha?
fat God.
Buddha is overweight.
IT, was that it? Hey, that's too many. Okay, read it again, Shalomio, please.
Verse 30. I know his wrath.
No, 35.
Verse 35. Moreover, I will cause to cease in Moab, saith the Lord, him that offereth in the high places, and him that burneth incense to his God.
That's why we showed you the video. They got a lot of, put it on the screen. They got a lot of incense to all kind of gods and all kind of stuff. Showing you more proof that they are Moab. Jump down to verse 40 for me.
Verse 40.
No, just keep reading. Just keep reading.
Verse 36. Therefore, mine heart shall sound from Moab like pipes, and mine heart shall sound like pipes for the men of Kir Heres, because the riches that he hath gotten are perished.
Watch this.
For every head shall be bald.
Every head of Moab shall be bald.
And every beard clipped.
And every beard shaved off.
Upon all the hands shall be cuttings, and upon the loins sackcloth.
Go ahead.
There shall be lamentation generally upon all the housetops of Moab, and in the streets thereof. For I have broken Moab like a vessel, wherein is no pleasure, saith the Lord.
Letting you know, God said, I'm going to destroy Moab. Go ahead.
They shall howl, saying, how is it broken down? How hath Moab turned the back with shame? So
they're going to run. Go ahead.
So shall Moab be a derision and a dismaying to all them about him.
Mm-hmm.
For thus saith the Lord, behold, he shall fly as an eagle.
America symbol is the eagle. Read that again.
For thus saith the Lord, behold, he shall fly as an eagle.
And what's he going to do?
And he shall spread his wings over Moab.
And he shall spread his wings over Moab. Go ahead.
Kirioth is taken, and the strongholds are surprised. And the mighty men's hearts in Moab at that day shall be as the heart of a woman in her pain.
And what's going to happen?
And Moab shall be destroyed from being a people.
Woo! Good.
Because he hath magnified himself against the Lord.
That's what the Bible say. That's what God say. Now watch this, 2 Ezra 15. I told you how to read the whole thing. I don't have time, but we'll touch on some parts. 2 Ezra 15, we get into the point. Verse, let me look, 60, I think it is, 60. Yes.
2 Ezra, chapter 15 and verse 60.
Start at 56, because this goes into what they did to us. 56.
Verse 56. Like as thou hast done unto my chosen, saith the Lord, even so shall God do unto thee, and shall deliver thee into mischief. Thy children shall die of hunger, and thou shalt fail through the sword.
Remember who the subject is. Go back to verse 46.
Verse 46. And thou, Asia, that art partaker of the hope of Babylon, and art the glory of her person.
So we're talking about Asia, East Asia in particular. So now back to 56.
Verse 56. Like as thou hast done unto my chosen, saith the Lord, even so shall God do unto thee, and shall deliver thee into mischief.
Yep.
Thy children shall die of hunger, and thou shalt fall through the sword. Thy cities shall be broken down, and all thine shall perish with the sword in the field.
That's right. Come on.
They that be in the mountains shall die of hunger.
That's right, because they're going to be in them bunkers up there that we read about earlier.
And eat their own flesh.
Woo! And eat their own flesh. That's cannibalism. Go ahead.
And drink their own blood.
Because everybody thinks they got a plan for when Armageddon World War III take place. And all nations, we're going to go in bunkers. We're going to survive there. We're going to live there for a century. No, that's not going to happen. Read.
For very hunger of bread and thirst of water, thou as unhappy shalt come through the sea and receive plagues again.
Watch this.
And in the passage, they shall rush on the idol city.
The idol city is talking about China. Go ahead.
and shall destroy some portion of thy land.
Like it says in Numbers 24, 4 parts of China shall be destroyed. Good.
And consume part of thy glory.
And watch this.
And shall return to Babylon that was destroyed.
So America ain't finished yet. That's why it says it's the American army that goes back and sees Babylon destroyed. But hey, put America's military bases up. Remember, the IT, yes, put it on the screen. Although the country America is wiped out, that's what that verse is saying. Babylon is destroyed. Their military is not finished. That's why they got over 800 military bases worldwide. And America's the only country that got that. Russia don't got that. China don't got that. Nobody got that but Babylon the Great, the United States of America. So zoom in on America, IT, zoom in on America, North America, zoom in, just highlight it. Although that place right there gets wiped out, Babylon is destroyed. That's what we just read. Now zoom back. They got bases everywhere. They're not finished. That's how they're going to successfully get China. But their base here is going to be finished. Everybody understand what I'm saying? All right. Give me what I want next. Jeremiah 48:41. We jumping. Jeremiah 48 is a long chapter, but it's good.
Jeremiah chapter 48 and verse 41.
Let's go.
Kerioth is taken, and the strongholds are surprised. And the mighty men's hearts in Moab at that day shall be as the heart of a woman in her pain.
Very fearful, scared, and afraid.
And Moab shall be destroyed from being a people.
That's right.
Because he hath magnified himself against the Lord.
That's the prophecy. Go ahead.
Fear and the pit and the snare shall be upon thee, O inhabitant of Moab, saith the Lord. He that fleeth from the fear shall fall into the pit, and he that goeth up out of the pit shall be taken in the snare.
Now watch this. Give me IT. Hidden Metropolis. This is what they got. Read that.
Hidden Metropolis, the underground city, the dungeon, is a Cold War sprawling bunker beneath Beijing.
So what we were just reading about go into the mountains, go into the earth, China got all these safeguards. But the Lord is telling us in the scriptures, that ain't going to work. That ain't going to work. They think they're going to be safe in these bunkers, these underground bunkers. 45, we read 45.
Verse 45. They that fled stood under the shadow of Heshbon.
That's Jordan, go ahead.
Because of the force. But a fire shall come forth out of Heshbon.
Remember, this is ancient Moab, modern day Jordan, but it's going to happen to both. Go ahead.
And a flame from the midst of Sihon, and shall devour the corner of Moab, and the crown of the head of the tumultuous one.
That's right.
Woe be unto thee, O Moab, the people of Chemosh.
That's their idol.
Perish, for thy sons are taken captive.
Prisoners of war.
And thy daughters captive.
Prisoners of war.
Yet will I bring...
Hey, wait, hold that. Go back to 2nd Ezra 15 and read verse 63.
2nd Esdras, chapter 15 and verse 63.
About what happens to Asians. Go ahead, read that.
Thy children shall they carry away captive.
Prisoners of war.
And look what thou hast. They shall spoil it and mar the beauty of thy face.
That's all I want to go back.
Jeremiah chapter 48 and verse 45.
No, you had 46.
Verse 46. Woe be unto thee, O Moab, the people of Chemosh perisheth, for thy sons are taken captives, and thy daughters captives.
Prisoners of war, watch this.
Yet will I bring again the captivity of
When?
Moab.
When?
In the latter days.
When?
In the latter days.
In the latter days. That's what I'm telling you. Although it happened with Nebuchadnezzar, God said it's going to happen again in the latter days. Go ahead.
Right. Saith the Lord. Thus far is the judgment of Moab.
Give me 2nd Ezra 5:42. We know this one. 2nd Ezra 5:42. Come on.
2nd Esdras, chapter 5 and verse 42.
Let's go.
And he said unto me, I will liken my judgment unto a ring.
Unto a ring.
Like as there is no slackness of the last.
There's no slackness of the last plagues, judgments.
Even so, there is no swiftness.
And even so, there's no swiftness
of the first.
Of the first. It's a steady flow of judgment upon all nations. So are we promoting to harm the Chinese? No. I know some of you work for them. Some of y'all go to school with them. Fine, that's fine. Our job is to tell you what God says is going to happen to these nations. Not just the Chinese, but all nations. Give me that 2 Corinthians 6:14. 2 Corinthians chapter 6 verse 14.
2 Corinthians chapter 6 and verse 14. Be ye not
We almost done, brothers and sisters. We almost done. Just bear with me. Go ahead.
Be ye not unequally yoked together with unbelievers.
God tells us don't be unequally yoked together with unbelievers. So that goes for you men and women. You find people out on the street. Oh, she look good or he look good. I think I should marry them. You're a fool. God says what?
Be ye not unequally yoked together with unbelievers.
That goes with it. Don't be marrying these other nations either. Go ahead.
For what fellowship hath righteousness with unrighteousness?
We are a righteous people, or at least we should be. But God says we are. Go ahead.
And what communion hath light with darkness?
That's right.
And what concord hath Christ with Belial?
And what agreement does Christ have with those idols of Belial? Go ahead.
Or what part hath he that believeth with an infidel?
And what part does he that believes, that's you brothers and sisters, with an infidel, an unbeliever that worships idols? Go ahead.
And what agreement hath the temple of God with idols?
See that? Go ahead.
For ye are the temple of the living God.
We are the temple of the living God. Come on.
As God hath said.
Watch this. Pay attention.
I will dwell in them.
God said he will dwell in us.
And walk in them.
And walk in us.
And I will be their God.
He said he will be our God.
And they shall be my people.
And we shall be God's people.
Wherefore, come out from among them.
God says, wherefore, come out from among these other nations.
And be ye separate.
What's that word?
Separate.
What's that word?
Separate.
So why we always trying to mingle and integrate? I'm going to integrate. No! God says, be separate from them. Good.
Saith the Lord.
Saith the Lord.
And touch not the unclean thing.
Don't touch those false religions, those politics they all in.
And I will receive you.
And only then will God receive us. Go ahead.
And will be a father unto you.
God will be a father unto us.
And ye shall be my sons and daughters.
And we shall be God's sons and daughters.
Saith the Lord Almighty.
Saith the Lord Almighty. Was that it, Shalomiel?
Yes, sir.
Psalms 108 verse 9. My voice is almost gone. I'm pushing it. Psalms 108 verse 9.
Psalms chapter 108 and verse 9. Come on. Moab is my wash pot.
God says Moab gonna wash my clothes. They gonna be our laundromat forever. Good.
Over Edom will I cast out my shoe.
God said I'm gonna throw my shoe over Edom. We put it on the screen. We ain't supposed to be married to them. God says, come out from among them, be ye separate. Now I know some of y'all are, what they call them? Chilasian, Black Asian, what do they call them? Galatians. Some of y'all come of mixed parentage. Fine. But find yourself an Israelite woman, an Israelite man, and don't do this no more. Come out from among them and be separate. That's what God says. I'll read that again for me in Psalms.
Psalms chapter 108 and verse 9.
Moab
is my wash pot.
They gonna wash our clothes forever. Go ahead.
Over Edom will I cast out my shoe.
Go ahead.
Over Philistia.
Over Palestine.
Will I triumph.
Will I triumph. Give me Isaiah 11:14. Come on. Isaiah chapter 11 verse 14.
Isaiah chapter 11 and verse 14.
Let's go.
But they shall fly upon the shoulders of the Philistines toward the west.
So we shall fly upon the shoulders of the Palestinians from the west, toward the west. Go ahead.
They shall spoil them of the east together.
We shall spoil them of the east together. Go ahead.
They shall lay their hand upon Edom.
We shall lay our hands upon Edom
and Moab.
And Moab.
And the children of Ammon
And the children of Ammon, the Japanese,
shall obey them.
shall obey us. Do you understand that right there? From there, Zephaniah 2, 8, and 9. Come on. Nobody escapes, brothers and sisters. Nobody gets away what they did to God's chosen people. That's right. Zephaniah 2, verse 8 and 9. And we
Zephaniah.
out of here.
Zephaniah chapter 2 and verse 8. I have heard the reproach of Moab
God said, I heard what them damn Chinese said about my people.
and
Go
the
ahead.
revelings of the children
And
of
the
Ammon,
hatred of the Japanese.
whereby they have reproached my people.
You think they love us? God said they reproach us. They hate us. Go ahead.
And magnified themselves against their border.
And magnify themselves against the Israelites. Go ahead.
Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord of hosts, the God of Israel.
What's going to happen?
Surely Moab shall be as Sodom.
Moab shall be as Sodom. Destruction upon her. Go ahead.
And the children of Ammon as Gomorrah.
And the children of Ammon as Gomorrah. That's nuclear fire. This has not happened yet. Go ahead.
Even the breeding of nettles and salt pits and a perpetual desolation.
And a perpetual desolation. Go ahead.
The residue of my people.
The residue, the remnant of God's people shall what?
Shall spoil them.
We're going to put them into captivity. That's what it's saying. Go ahead.
And the remnant of my people shall possess them.
That means they're going to be our what, brothers? And with that, we say 12 tribes, 12 tribes, 12 tribes. And with that, we say shalom. Yeah! All praise, all praise. Yeah! Woo! I'm tired. All praise the Most High. All praise. Woo. All praises.
Come on. Come on. Come on. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's do these announcements. Let's knock them out real quick.
Ecclesiastes chapter 4, verse 1. So I returned and considered all the oppressions that are done under the sun. And behold,